Hey, are you ready? Let's get it. Assalamu alaikum and peace and blessings and keep up the lessons. Yeah, your brother Taalib from the Brother Taalib Show here today, getting into something a little more different. Sway away from the cryptocurrency a little bit. I'm gonna put some of the up to date what's going on in this video a little bit, but not much. And I don't got much time. I gotta go and pick up my kids from school, and that's how that goes when being a father. You know what I mean? But pretty much I'm here. I want to get into what is going on in the country of Morocco, or has been going on, and why this is very important in my segment of business, of course. For those who are, enthusiasts who want to go and travel abroad and go to these different countries, especially for me being a Muslim and the Muslims that know about hijrah, which means Islamic migration and going into another Muslim land, a country for the betterment of being able to practice their faith and the likes and have freedom and and all that in there as far as the faith is concerned. So basically, Morocco is a very lucrative country for business. Very, has a lot of opportunities. A very potentially aspiring country for business opportunities. Being that in the location that it's at, North Africa, it's a prime location for people, tourism, visitors coming from what are right up on top north of North Africa in that area, Mediterranean, and then Europe. And we know about the West. We know about the people of West in Europe and the Europeans. They love to travel. They love to, especially for business. Okay, so that's a business prospect for them, let alone for Africa as a whole. And being that Morocco is a very upcoming, developing country in Africa and has a lot of good, strong infrastructure right now at this time, present and growing. And it's just beautiful there. It's a nice place now, and it's really developed more better than it's been over many years, even before I was born. So basically, and Casablanca, the movies, and it's traditional, culture and all that Morocco brings. So there's a lot there, and knowing in the business, one of the main business areas, if you want to venture into the area of being a person who gets into agriculture per se, like fertilization is basically to get to the word. And phosphorus is the main component of the ingredients that they make fertilizer today. And many countries, and as I've ran into this video. I'm sorry, let me get to it. And it's from Jack Chappelle. Shout out to him, Jack Chappelle, which is a YouTuber, and he put out a video which is the title is "How Morocco Secretly Controls China, India, the United States, and the World." And why? I guess that is of course, that's a very, very deep statement. Just basically to sum it up, as I said, it's highly a demand as far as that type of substance, that substance or element from the earth known as phosphorus, and Morocco has a lot of its presence in the earth there, in that part of the earth in Morocco. They have like almost, I think he was saying 80%, something to that aspect of composites and what have you. So basically, it's very, very, very good as far as lucrative as far as getting into investing in that area, because all these other countries are very much in demand of it, and it's very difficult for them to get it. So they have to trade with Morocco. So that puts them in an advantage, and that's what he means by this, a major advantage, as you can hear, a little bit.
Significantly increasing food production back to Europe, where soon that knowledge would become a key point of interest to the Western.
Oh, that's the part that he was talking about, the other, in the beginning, and how they started with the fertilization type of makeup, the way that it was created and the way that the idea came out to be. So, but I'm going to get to the other point. Hold on.
Created from fertilizer. In fact, it is estimated that roughly 50% of all nitrogen in your body is directly from fertilizer that farms use to grow food. And well, that brings us to today. All of this seems great so far. Fertilizer has allowed many countries to grow and in some cases become superpowers of the world, where nearly all of their citizens are well fed and have a very little food insecurity. But in 2010, a few scientists began to notice something a little bit worrying. Fertilizer, the compound responsible for a ton of the growth that humanity has seen over the last 2 centuries, might actually be running out.
Now, see that. Now, this is where, you learn in business and economics, business, all of that together pretty much when it comes to markets or value in an asset or commodity, is that when there's scarcity, there is high value even more, or demand for this, whatever it is, whether it's an asset, commodity, what have you. And phosphorus is a commodity. Phosphorus is something that's in there. Phosphorus is something that the people need to make products. The products is what? Fertilizer. So there you go. If it's like he says, it's coming to a point where fertilizer is becoming very, very scarce in as far as being able to make it. And there's certain ingredients that have to be there in order to make it. So because of scarcity, those who have, they have the control over it, such as Morocco, of that which is needed to make, because you cannot make this like in an artificial way. It has to be done with natural elements such as phosphorus, and then they have 2 others. So basically, this is what you need. So if you don't have what you need, you're not going to be able to produce this type of, product. And this product is needed for farming. And farming is needed to what? To feed the people in the world, let alone in a country. You see? So that's why globally, as it mentions about controls of China, not necessarily like literally controlling them, but has a strong grasp and it has a strong influence to have them to where they would come to them for trade, where they would come to them for business in that aspect. So that's the point. So it's opening us to the opportunities, those of us who would like to venture in that area, learn about it, research it, do your research, find out on your own, and find out how you invest into this commodity. How do you invest there in Morocco? And when you go there and deal with the people and find out. Money speaks louder than words, as we learned in this capitalistic lifestyle of the global world as concerned, So let's just use our heads and go and do our duties to find out if you are a business-minded person. Where there's a will, there's a way, inshallah. And the will is inshallah, as we should know. So that's on that. And now to move on, I want to get a little bit into Facebook. But again, real quick, don't forget to subscribe, brothers and sisters and people out there. Subscribe, because you can get locked in and get more information. I'm one of those people. That's what I am for. I'm not here to fight and go back and forth with different YouTuber enthusiasts and trying to compete about who gets the first news out there. That's not important. What's important is the content. What is important is giving the people what they need and allowing these people to go on and do and to better this world. We're all in this world together. All this fighting back and forth, and even in the cryptocurrency space, you have different groups that want to. We're supposed to be together because this is our space. This is the space that is innovation, and we need adoption from all those to come in. And the people that need to come in are the people that need, like we need, to be able to have financial control. This is why Bitcoin and the father of cryptocurrency was actually created by Nakamoto. Okay, and so Satoshi Nakamoto. Was the reason so that people can have control between each other and do as it used to be. People had equal share in the markets, equal share in investment, equal share in transaction and distribution of wealth. And this is what you want. This is what we want. So we want to give the people that, we want our families to learn. We want the world to learn. We don't just want, me or our group or we and the Ethereum warriors and XRP fighters or army and the this army and the ship army and all these different armies. No, let's come together. That's what I'm about. Let's stop this stuff and come on. And I'm just saying this to those YouTubers as an advice. Come on now, grow up. Stop playing like we were in high school and all that. Most of us are adults here. And let's get together and do what we need to do. And that's just with them. But dealing with people in the business, stay in the loop. I give as much as I can, and what I learn, I'm going to give to you. And don't forget to like the video and so forth. But basically, to get to the point, I was talking about a day ago, and I was talking about the Metaverse. I'm back. I'm giving a little more for those, like a recap, who didn't really get it or might have not seen my video. But because, I don't have a lot of followers, I don't have a lot of subscribers, videos get watched and there's not a whole lot of people. Because sometimes when you're not saying what the people want to hear and you're not doing it acting stupid in the video, then you're not going to get a lot. That's just what the reality is. And it's okay. Alhamdulillah, I'm good. Because whoever I get, whoever I reach, it's the substance. It's what it's doing for a person what matters. It's not about how much video, I would like to gain more viewers and have more views so I can pay the monies out that I put out to produce videos, as far as getting the proper things for my equipment and keeping my equipment going, because it costs. And basically you have people who are monetizing and stuff and they're making money, so there's money there for me to be able to take care of what I need to take care of as well, just as like any one of the other YouTubers. But Qadr Allah, that means the is by the preordainment and the will of Allah, ultimately, that whatever I get, whoever views me and whoever likes me and ever subscribe, that it is what it is. But I try to keep it real. I don't try to be on like I'm on stage and want you to just give me it, all of that, your views, your subscriptions and your likes and whatever, so that I can be put in a stage position like I'm Mr. It. No, I want you to benefit just like I benefit. This is what I'm here for. That's what when I first started my videos, and I started many years back before any of the YouTubers that are going back and forth and all that foolishness that is going on and all that stupid videos that they do out there. And sorry to say, but it's just it's a lot of ridiculous videos that go viral. It just doesn't make no daggone sense. But when somebody speaks the truth, and especially if you don't want to hear the truth because it bothers you, you're going to be like, thumbs down, or you're not going to even watch the video anymore. You can do what you want and not even subscribe and go or unsubscribe and like this because you don't like hearing what is being said. Okay, if I'm saying if you don't think it's the truth, then it's your path to go and say, okay, just what do you do? Leave off and not even watch my videos or what have you. But the point I'm saying is that we have to take heed to the things that we need and the benefits. And if that which you're hearing benefits you and tells you something that you need to do or need to not do, then you should take it. You should take it. So anyway, basically, Facebook. Okay, what is Facebook doing in what? The Metaverse. And they're changing their name to Meta. And I mentioned that before, meaning they're connecting their company and their whole space and everything, their platform, to being a Metaverse platform. And they're calling it Meta. So what is the Metaverse? As it says here, I would like to give you a view of it. First off, Facebook has just announced it's going to hire 10,000 people in Europe to develop the Metaverse. Wow, is it going to hire a lot of people? This is serious, especially Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO and the Facebook company, is going to that extent. Oh, it's got to be big. This is a concept which is being talked about by some as the future of the internet. The future of the internet, as I mentioned. But what exactly is it? Metaverse, to the outsider, may look like a souped up version of virtual reality, VR. Okay? But some people think the metaverse could be the future of the internet. In fact, the belief is that it could be to VR what the modern smartphone is to the first clunky mobile phones of the 1980s. And that's something really deep to just get into that. Many of the people don't realize, like, where is this going? You know what I mean? Where is this going? So basically, hold on for a second. I just gotta change something real quick. Okay. Oh wait, no, I didn't drop it. Oh, and anyway, let me just shut it off. We're good here. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to touch base on that news. Also, another news before I go is that we've had a slight, what we call like a flash crash. And that's because of the actions that are taking place in the government. The infrastructure bill that's being put out by Biden, and those people and the things that were said brought some doubts and probably caused like a domino effect of a downslide on the cryptocurrency values in the market values to drop, and also what's going on in China. And this is news you probably heard already. It doesn't matter because everybody comes in a different way and approaches it in a different way. You understand? Everybody has a uniqueness in how they bring it. So somebody might be able to understand one person that's speaking about it, and one person they may not. Or somebody might speak fast, or somebody might be very, very judgmental and, calling people's names out and, putting themselves on a high pedestal like they're, a big time king or what have you. But anyway, my position is trying to be humble and trying to be balanced. And to look out to the people to give them something that they could simply understand, and to know that we're not to be afraid. Basically, what I'm saying, back on the point of the dropping and the flash crash, we should not be afraid. There's so much fear mongering going on, and that's just normal. And the fear mongering is going to come from the top, from the elites, from the rulership, from the governments and these people, because they want to keep control of the people. That's what it is. I have many videos. There's many YouTube videos out there that speak about the control that these people have. The power, as we say, the powers that be. And I named them already. So you got to know what it is, and it's going to be, and they're in power and they control, and there's not going to be any change in that for right now until the time that our Creator says it's done, and He removes that power. But whether they're doing it right or wrong, because there's wrongs, of course, we know of what they've been doing for many a years in this country, let alone throughout the world, to other human beings in their countries. But also the suppression. Besides the suppression, there's things that they had to do to keep some order, because we would have anarchy and chaos, because people are people, human beings are human beings, and if they don't have any order, they're going to be crazy. They're going to be trying to do what the heck they want to do, and it's just be chaos, So there's somewhat of a pro and a cons there, of course, and we got to accept what it is, move on, go through the cracks and crevices and avoid the obstacles the best way we can. So basically what I'm saying is that don't be afraid of the people bringing the fear mongering information and making you feel like, okay, it's crashed and what are you going to do? Just know, as I mentioned, when the stock market crashes, the same thing that the stock market investors do, the same with crypto. Crypto is more volatile, as we know. Yes, it goes up and down real fast, and it drops hard, and it goes up high real fast. But when you drop, we know we buy at the dip. You buy it's a dip. It's like it dipped and then it goes back up again, like a roller coaster, and that's volatility. But in volatility, it shows that there's things are happening in that space, in that area of business or the market space. So basically, if it goes down, you get a chance to buy easier. But when it's up and it's right now, like they say, it was in a bull market, it was going up, and when it's at that time, it's going high. So You don't really buy as much as that time. If you want, you can buy, but you're not supposed to really buy at that time. You're supposed to really like just hodl, let it go up and go up and go up. And then it gets to a bear market, then it might drop down and you might have to dip again and you can buy some more. But when it's going up and up and up, you're buying at the wrong time. So when it drops, then you're giving it a chance to buy more, accumulate more. And then it starts going up again, and you may be making profit, and there'll be at a time and a chance that you will come to know, especially those who have more knowledge about the markets in the markets like this, that when it gets to the bear market, meaning it gets to a stopping point, no more bull run. It's not running and growing, going up. It's stopping at a point and it's leveling out, and it may adjust itself, and then it stays there for a while. So then it's in that bear time, and you can buy more than still if people who just especially never got the chance to buy anything. So that's how it is. Don't worry. Don't be fearful and taking your money or taking your investment and selling it. Don't do the sell off, because you're not a whale. We're not the people who got all the big money that we can sell off and come right back in real easy. If you're like me and you got a small investments of wherever in your portfolio if hopefully you have in a portfolio. If you don't have a portfolio and you don't have no cryptocurrency, you need to start buying what is the most cheapest cryptocurrency. And right now it's a dip, so you can get maybe certain ones, especially XRP. But XRP you can only get it on Uphold, and certain other exchanges you can't get it on Coinbase. And then you have Shiba Inu, and then you got Dogecoin, and you got XLM. Those coins, some of the other coins are higher in the amount of price value. So especially Bitcoin and Ethereum, you can only buy increments of them. And like Bitcoin, they call them Satoshis. So you can only buy Satoshis, meaning you can buy $20, $30, $50, $100. If you can afford $200 a pop like that, that's on you. But you're only still getting pieces, because it's 60,000 for each coin, and Ethereum is almost 4,000. Okay, so you just got to buy pieces with those. But those coins at a lower level where you can afford to buy several amount of coins for your dollars, then get it at the time right now while it's dipped down before it goes back up again. And that's it, people. So just stay on it, stay accumulating and staying and hodling, not selling off. It's not the time to sell off. Let the whales do that. They do that for manipulation. That's a whole nother story and videos that I've done before. They're the main components of the system too, up at the top, the elites. They got that money. So they play with the markets. They manipulate it. So just know, be mindful, and don't be afraid because they're doing that. No, that's what they want you to do. They want you to stay away and be blind and not get into what they're going to be making money. That's why the rich are richer and the poor get poorer. Because of that reason, they blind us and they keep us away from that which we can accumulate for ourselves to become rich or wealthy, if you want to say better. Okay, so that's it, brothers and sisters. Peace and blessings. Keep up the lessons. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to subscribe, click the link, and share the video, please, so we can get all this out there for everybody else to benefit from. Thanks again. Until next time. Assalamu alaikum.